Hi everybody, it's Linda again, and I have one of my favorite junk journal creations. It's a 6x9 and she's got 252 pages, 6 signatures, a 2¼ inch spine, and it is a hardcover. It's the same rendition from the Booksmithers class that I took. But with the little curved spine that I got from Nick, taking our class, which was wonderful. And this one is Fortune Teller, and everybody has done a gypsy journal, and I have loved everything that I've seen, but I wanted to do something in my genre for me that made me happy, and so this is what I have created. And this tie just wraps around twice. It is a sari silk red that is printed in a black lettering that goes around her, and you can just untie it and take that off. Here you have a fabric covering with many colors and prints. It looks just like a gypsy to me. And then I sewed, now don't laugh, hey, I've had my sewing machine for over a year sitting in my studio. Never turned it on because I really am not a seamstress by any means, and I I've done this one stitch, I think it's called a zigzag, throughout this journal, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I might be trying it a little bit more. So I've got a lot of sewing in here, and we have on the front this printed card that has been sewn on the sides, that's sewed to the front, and the same red sari silk that was on the tie. This glittery purplish lilac flower with a little button in the wood button in the center. You have 2 layered pearlized buttons that have been sewn to the cover. This beautiful Indian hand sewn fabric, and these are little beads, gold beads and gold thread that has been sewn in this. It is just gorgeous whenever you get it at home, and it looks so much like a gypsy fabric would be. I sewed this strip here going all the way down, has a little stamp there. Sari silk, 2 double strands, some vintage 100% cotton lace that is throughout the book, but this one wraps all the way around. And then you have all this sari silk that you see comes out of the top and the bottom. Let me get it right. Out of the bottom. Yep, that's it. And then it's tied knotted right here, and it goes through each of the 6 envelopes inside, and you can see there's invisible binding. And then the purple sari silk goes all the way around also on top of the lace, and then you have 2 strings hanging down. And since she's a fortune teller, we have her cards here, and this is part of her wagon caravan that she's in. And then I sewed the green strip of fabric here. You'll see the stitching going down, and so that is the back. She's totally covered in fabric, and then she's decoupaged layers of other stuff on the top, and she's got a lot of strings going on. So let's open her up and take a look. But like I said, this one is really, I loved every minute working on it, and she's one of my favorites ever. So here we go. The fabric is from Squeech Owl, and it's Yvonne, and I've used a lot of her fabrics pages before that I print out. She's on Etsy. I'll put her down at the bottom, her Etsy tag down at the bottom. And this is her fortune teller, which we all know fortune tellers are gypsies. So here on the cover is her, and most of the gypsy journals that I have seen created always put a photo, and I was very tempted to do that, but then I wanted to be, you know, a little bit different, so I did it this way, more like a gypsy pattern or something. You have this big pocket, and you have the lace trim. And then here, you can see I sewed this on. And it's like she put her denim there, and then you have more of the green on the inside that matched on the back side. And then I made these little journaling journals that I sewed together and edged it and put a nice warm neutral color paper. It's like an ivory, a warm ivory in there. You can either do your bullet points on this, or you can put it in your purse and write down, jot down your notes, and then you just bring it home or you leave it in your purse. But here is the sewing all the way around. Got a lot of lined pages. Got a bag that's been hand stamped. A gold stamp there. Did the star punch. But look how gorgeous her colors are on all of these papers, and the renditions of what she's done for the gypsies. These are the papers. This is my line. It's lined on one side, but it's the graph paper on the other. I did them. I sprayed them with Lindsay paint, and then I stamped them to give them some color to sort of go into this feel of being a gypsy, and it's sort of sparkly Lindsay paint spray. And then I painted the coin envelope that you can put something in there. Here's a nice photo. This is another vintage handmade Indian fabric here. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've got some lace underneath it, but it's gold beading and gold thread, and you have a little sequin here, and you have this big stone, clear stone there, and then on the end of it I put some of my beads. These come from my jewelry making time, and what happened is I did this for a long time, and then I picked up journaling, making journals, and I never went back. So I got all these beads that I need to use up, so I'm going to start using them this year in 2018. And so this is hanging off, and it's attached to this spray painted cardstock that has been cut with my vintage scissors. That's the name of this pattern, is vintage. Full-size envelopes, 6 of them, that's been hand stamped with flowers and butterflies. Here's a library card with a corner pocket that has the twine edging on it. Now this is going to be a longer video than my normal because of how much stuff is in here. Now I'll flip through. I'll do a lot of flip through without saying anything, but every time that I think something should be stated, because I've already talked about all of these different painted pages that I did. But here is the history of fortune telling, so you can have fun reading that. I just tore it and made it look like it's burnt paper and put in here. She's the one I almost put on the cover. Beautiful flower stamps throughout. These were all stamped by me and painted to go along with what I thought this young lady would like, this fortune teller would like. Here's her cards and her money. We have the sari silk and a glittery button, and it was sewn on to this sheet, this glittery paper that I painted and ripped out. Here we have lapis and topaz beads attached to this safety pin. Over here we have 4 cultured pearls. Here's some sewing on the fabric pocket that's on the other side. Tim Holtz ruler ribbon there, and just a cardstock in there that you can write on. Washi tape to give it more interest. A tuck spot up here with a card in there. A pocket with some washi tape, and you have a onyx bead with 2 pearls hanging from the end of the purple sari ribbon. Double pockets here. This is Did You Know? It's a little bit more history. This is how the gypsy name came about. It will tell you how they got their name. A little tuck spot with a card there. The first known history of any fortune teller was in 1590, and I tore that out and put that on that one. This cardstock is sort of patterned on this side, and we have a little queen, the fortune teller's card there. Some more history, a story, and then here is her caravan wagon, and another story there. Little tuck spot, a band with another photo tag. Pardon me. I think a good mixture of cardstock and regular paper throughout. All of this is cardstock that I painted and cut for you. This is sari silk, and the lace and a star and a red button, and then the diagonal, and here is her caravan wagon that's in there. And on this safety pin is a clear bead along with 2 green topaz beads hanging from that sari silk. Another tuck spot. A ticket to have your fortune told. This is the Gypsy Song. This is a tag that is a tuck spot, and here is the King of Clubs. $252 pages. It's a antique doily. It's a lot. Tremendous amount of writing spaces, journaling spaces, and cards. Here's another picture of her wagon, and another origin of the gypsies. Little story there. good mixture of line pages and blank pages and partials. This is the inside of her caravan wagon. It's really a neat rendition of that Yvonne did. This one we have the big pink crystal bead, the topaz, and 2 round multi-cut crystal beads on this one, and this big fancy button, and the lace and the sari silk layering. Again, another tuck. We're almost there. See all the pages? And then the circus that she belonged to there for a short period of time. And again, this is all sewn on. And then another handmade little journal for you with blank paper in there for you to take with you or leave here and just make up your bullet points on it. All the strings are still attached from a sewing, and like I said, she is really a unique one, and I have just love her. I love the fabric, the colors, the gold, the reds, the pinks, the navies, everything going on with this one. I am really crazy about it, and I hope that you like it too. Please leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think. Well, especially of my first sewing adventure here. That was really different, and for me, don't know, I'll probably continue, not sure. But if you could, on the YouTube channel, if you would subscribe to my channel, I'd like to build it up a little bit this year, 2018. I would really appreciate it. And this is going to be for sale on my Etsy shop, and the address is down below. And I do want to thank Screech Owl for this gorgeous paper, and her Etsy shop listing will be down below too. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.